Hello, my silly saplings. To get straight to the point, my laptop was bugging out so badly that I had to factory reset it. The good news is that I was able to restore most of my files, so a lot of the things that I would add during editing are still around. I'm showing a couple of things on the screen right now, plus most of the programs that I used before I could easily re-download again. The real kick in the nuts is that the most important program, my editing software DaVinci Resolve, just won't work anymore for some gosh-forsaken reason, even after following a bunch of tutorial videos on how to make it work again. Thankfully, I've heard a good substitute for DaVinci is Capcut. In fact, everything you are seeing on your screen is being created on Capcut as I speak. So this is going to be a quick test video of me trying out this new editing software that I am not familiar with. I thought it'd be a good practice run to edit myself playing a level of Sonic 06. Do your best not to gaslight yourself into thinking this will be the next challenge video. It's just been a very long time since I've touched this game, and I thought this would be a good excuse to replay it. We'll be going through Silver's Crisis City. It's not really a favorite of mine, but I thought it'd get the job done. So the very first thing I need to test out is putting my own music in the background. I muted the game's music so you'll only hear the sound effects during this video. Let's see what I can do. I couldn't resist doing it a second time. I'll change it to something else in the next scene. I'm sure most of us are aware of the ball trick. Let's see if I can do it first try. Aha! That deserves a green screen of something. Also, there are a couple of grind rails around the tornado. Normally, you would access these in Shadow's version of the level, but because Silver isn't supposed to be here, they'd never bother to program them, and he just falls right through. Let's see if I can hit that item capsule over there. No, I cannot. Oh, this game is very dear to my heart. It's not the first Sonic game I've played, but it's the one that I've played the most obsessively back in the day. Dare I say, this game is the reason why I'm a Sonic fan to this day, which is ironic given 06's legacy. It's not really a good game, but it's the best kind of not good. It's got that unpolished charm that you can just mess around with and still have a good time playing. The glitches are so much fun. Oh yeah, also around Crisis City, we can find some highway signs directing the drivers to the Chow Garden. I think this is the only one in Silver's version, so let me show it off with Shadow. I'm gonna zoom in on that. Now zoom out. Now let's try a gradual zoom in. Nice. I don't believe I've heard anyone talk about this in any kind of glitch video. Silver has an ability called Psycho Shock, where you would hold down X while in the air to paralyze everything around you. When you use that on top of a spring, you'll still activate the spring, but you won't actually use it, causing Silver to be inside of the spring. If you were to do this in the air, the same thing would happen, so Silver would just fall right through the spring. I'm not sure how many people use the Psychokinesis All ability. If you press RT twice, everything around you that can be picked up will all be picked up at the same time. It's not really practical, but it looks cool. You can look at pretty much everyone's entire moveset in the manual. That is literally the only reason why I'm able to name off all the abilities. Also, I'm sure everyone by now has heard that the shield power-up is listed in the manual, but doesn't actually appear in the game. The closest thing we have to it is the electric shield Sonic gets from the yellow gem. Blaze should have been playable in more levels. Her toolkit is shockingly simple, but totally terrific. She has both a double jump and a homing attack. There's also her spinning claw, which I think is a good alternative for taking out enemies. She does get 2 whole levels to herself in the Team Attack Amigo DLC, but they're quite possibly the absolute worst choices they could have gone with. Tropical Jungle isn't really a Blaze-friendly level, and Aquatic Base is a step in the right direction, but it's a really awkward level for her to navigate sometimes. Oh yeah, 06 has a shocking amount of DLC. That being said, the only one I think is worth buying is Team Attack Amigo. In addition to Blaze, Tails and Omega also have a few levels to themselves. Omega also gets to fight the Egg Genesis at the end of the gauntlet, something I wasn't expecting, but definitely welcomed. Wait. If you do the teleport dash and press X immediately after, you'll travel much farther than normal. It's very easy to do by holding X, but with the Psycho Shock, that's not possible anymore. So now the timing to press X is very specific. If I'm making it to the other side, I'm gonna do it in style. Okay, that's what it looks like. Now I just have to try and do it. Me too, Blaze. Me too. Aha! There we go! Can I put some text on the screen for that? How about in the Andy font that is used for the Banjo-Kazooie dialogue? Can I put a stroke on it? And a drop shadow? Maybe even a background that comes with it? Now I'm gonna end the level off by carrying my new salamander home. Normally, if you're carrying an object while touching the gold ring, you will still have what you were carrying as the results screen comes along. This is the first time I'm trying this out with an enemy, and I think because of that, it despawned and we don't get to see it. This is what it would normally look like. Okay, I think that went pretty well. Capcut works perfectly fine. It is different from DaVinci, but just because it's different, that doesn't mean it's bad. I just have to get used to it. I am okay with how this turned out. Did it look fine on the receiving end? What did y'all think about it? Was the voiceover okay? Was the editing still fine? Please let me know your thoughts if you have any. Hope you had fun with this filler episode. Thank you, and good night.